Hi everyone and welcome to my channel, Rayne Ventures. Today is obviously not a big venture out hiking or anything like that, but it is hiking related and really important for your body. So if you're anything like me and you go on these massive hikes and you're here for that, or even for the side-by-side videos, if you're riding all day, sitting down, or if you're going on these long hikes, it's really important to stretch and move your body and move your muscles and work out all those kinks, because I know that after a long day of going on a hike, my legs are absolutely killing me. And I'm always grateful to do some yoga or some stretches either during the hike or after. So that is what today's video is going to be, doing just some simple stretches to help work out all the kinks in your hips and your hamstrings and your calves. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so I would like us to get started just in a seated position. You could be on the back of your mat, or you could be in the middle of your mat like I am facing you. And first, I want us to kind of calm down our mind from the whole day and whatever we have done for the day, whether it was a hike, a long ride on the side-by-side, whatever it might be, and just take a moment to settle in, close our eyes, and take a breath. So you can be kneeling like me, you can sit legs crossed, whatever feels good for you. So go ahead and close your eyes, and you can put your hands on your heart, on your legs, whatever feels right. Just take a few breaths here. Maybe take a minute to reflect on your day, on your venture. What were some beautiful moments? Was it a bird you saw? Was it a waterfall? An awesome view? Maybe a few challenges you had? Think back on that and breathe through it now. Nice. So now if you'll join me on the back of the mat, if you're already there, then stay there. And we're just going to come into a nice, easy child's pose. So you can take this however you feel comfortable with it. You can keep your knees together and fold over, or you can take your knees apart and stretch, bringing your chest to the ground in between your thighs. So go ahead and do that. And we're just going to take a few breaths here. One more time in. Good. Now go ahead and come up, reposition a little bit here, and we're just going to take a few cat and cows. So I know there's a lot of guys here on this channel, so if it feels too weird or whatever, you're more than welcome to just stay in child's pose through these. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath in and arching your back, and then take a deep breath out, rounding out the spine. Do that at your own pace a few more times. All right, Good. Now let's go ahead and tuck your toes, and we're going to come into a downward dog. So we're going to send those hips up. You can keep your knees bent because this is now where you're really going to feel it. And if you've been doing a long backpacking trip or something like that, you really want to feel the stretch in both your hamstrings and your upper body, because I know when I'm hiking and I've got a backpack on the whole time, that is definitely something that starts to hurt, is my shoulders on top of my legs. So you should really feel this nice in your calves, all the way up the back of your legs. Just take a moment here. Right, and now I'm going to have you slowly walk your way to the top of your mat. And we're going to just hang out here for a second. Nice forward fold. You can keep your hands planted on the ground. You can take 2 peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes to pull. You can grab your ankles, arms around the back of your legs, or just hang out here, which is what I prefer to do personally. And maybe give your legs a bit of a massage. So really just press into the calves, into the hamstrings. Whatever feels good. When you're ready, what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up here. Sorry guys, I'm probably messing up with this earpiece. We're gonna just take a wide-legged forward fold. So open up wide and fold down the middle. Usually you can go a bit more deep here than having your legs together. Just breathe and relax. It doesn't matter how far you go down at all. You could be right here, and if you are, that's perfectly fine. Just hold on to your legs, hold on to your calves. Don't overdo it. It's whatever and wherever your body is at right now. When you're ready, come up and just kind of move your way back this way, but we're going to keep your right leg behind. Okay? And we're just going to fold over the left leg. Once again, it does not matter how far you can fold down. Do whatever feels good. Take it wherever you need. If you're just here, that's fine. Just breathe into it. Now bring that back leg up, and you're going to swap. Take it to the other side. Now from here, we're going to come into a runner's lunge. So you're just going to bend the front knee, bring and rotate that back foot all the way up so the heel is up. And just breathe here, keeping your fingers on the ground. We're not going to get our hands off the ground for this practice. And you can do what you want with this. You can kind of rock forward and back, move your hips, whatever feels good to kind of relax and loosen up. And then if you want, you can go ahead and drop that back knee. And you can come up if you choose. If you don't, keep those hands down. And once again, kind of move those hips side to side. Give a little bit of movement into it. And when you're ready, I want you to heel toe your foot to the outside of your mat, or if you don't have a mat, just on the outside of your right shoulder. And you're going to allow the knee to just fall away from your body here. So this is called a lizard pose. And you can play around with this and do whatever feels good. So you can stay here. You can bring your right hand onto your knee and kind of take a twist. You can breathe forward and back, moving around, doing whatever feels good to loosen up those tight hips from either sitting or riding for the day or a really long hike. So just breathe into whatever feels good here. If you're really flexible in your hips, you can always come all the way down and put your elbows on the ground. Depends for me how I'm feeling. From here, we're going to bring that foot back in front of you, and I want you to flex that foot, straighten the knee. We're going to take a half split here. So you can stay like I am, up. And if you can't even fold that far down and you need some blocks, if you have some blocks or something to hold on to, you can put your hands on that. But you can stay up if you need to, but if you can fold over your leg. And this is also something you can play around with. You can take breaths up and down, like bring some movement into your body. You can grab your foot and kind of pull it, stretch it to this parallel position. And if your feet are sore from a long day of hiking, this is a good opportunity to really get in there and massage the bottom of your foot while you're getting a nice deep hamstring stretch here. Maybe pull on your toes. Now go ahead and tuck that front foot in best you can, and we're going to come into a pigeon. So you once again take this at your own level and pace. If you need an object underneath your hip, that's perfectly fine. I have super tight hips, so some people can bring this foot all the way parallel. That is not for me, so I keep that leg in. And we're just gonna kind of rotate, move around, stretch out that glute, because no when we're climbing a mountain, it's a heck of a thing. The booty gets sore, so really work that out. And if you want, you can come forward, close your eyes. Just do whatever feels good. I'm really trying to figure out this earpiece, guys. And it's not being very friendly with me, so I am really sorry. I need one of those that like connects over the head. Come on up. Now from here, you're gonna put your weight into the palms of your hands. Tuck that back foot, tuck those toes, I mean, and we're gonna come all the way up back to a downward dog. Now we're going to take all of that to the left leg, starting with the lunge. So we're not going to do a forward fold and all of that again. We're just going to do from the lunge on. So go ahead and bring that left foot up. Once again, we are not bringing the hands off the mat. We're going to keep them grounded. We're not trying to strengthen or work the leg muscles any more than we already have. So really just relax and let go into those muscles, into the joints, to the bone, whatever feels good. When you're ready, go ahead and drop that back knee. And once again, you can choose to keep your hands down and keep that movement going, or you can put your hands on your knee, pressing up, giving a nice psoas stretch here, a flexor, whatever feels right. And when you're ready, bring those hands back down. Heel toe that foot to the outside of the mat once again. And give a little movement if you need, want, feel like. You can bring that left hand up, give a twist, maybe a nice back crack. Always feels good. Right, let's go ahead and heel toe it back over. We're going to transition into our half split, bending the back knee, flexing that front foot. Keep your back straight here for a moment if you can. If you're up, that's perfectly fine. You can be here, whatever feels right for your body. And once again, if you did before, you can grab that foot, stretch it inward, press on the toes, give the bottom of your foot a nice massage. So now we're going to transition back to pigeon. So however you want to take it there. On the left side. Moving into that glute. Nice deep stretch release here. Letting go of all the tension that we cultivated on this adventure today, whatever that was for you. And we're going to take it forward if you choose. If not, you can keep it up, whatever feels good for your body. Hopefully I don't lose my earpiece again down here. Alright, slowly come up. We're going to bring that back foot around, so we're not coming back into a downward dog. We're done with that for today. And we're going to bring both feet in front of you, and you can flex your feet, or you can do this pointed, whatever feels right. And we're just literally going to take a forward fold all the way down. So you can hold on to your feet. This is another great opportunity to really get into the soles of your feet and massage. Sometimes I don't even think about the actual stretch in the hamstring. I just think about the foot massage because my feet will hurt that badly. I know once I get over that 10-mile marker, that's usually when that starts to kick in and when this feels so good. Something else that feels good is to take your fingers and kind of thread them between each of your toes to really separate your toes from each other. So really gets deep in there. Your toes might crack. And if you can't reach your feet to do this, that is perfectly fine. You can always just stay up, and you could be massaging your calves right now. If you really can't go too far forward, you could be working on your quads, just whatever feels good to really relax those muscles out. So it's not just about the stretching, it's also about the relaxing, letting your body and your muscles know they worked really hard and now it is okay to totally relax and let go. Because it's amazing how tense they can remain after a long hike or backpacking trip or whatever it is that you did today. Come on up, and we're going to bring your right foot up, and now we're going to just stretch over to the left leg on one side. So just once again, you can keep your back straight or as straight as possible. You can hold onto your ankle, hold onto your calf. You can also put your hands under your knee. I did not say that on the forward fold. That is another technique you can do. You can tuck your hands underneath your knee and just bend forward like this. So there are different variations you can take. It doesn't matter as long as you're feeling that stretch. That is perfect. That's where you should be. And whenever you're ready, you can come up and swap. Once again, keeping it here. This thing's gonna be the death of me. Just hope it's working. Here, ankle, foot, whatever feels good. Good, come on up. And now we're gonna lay onto our backs. So scooch forward a little so you don't run out of space and roll back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our right knee in and really get into that hip as deep as you can and move it around, massage it. Now we're going to take, you can hold on to the outside of your foot or take two peace fingers and wrap it around your big toe. We're going to take a half of a happy baby. So you're just going to pull your knee down the outside of your right shoulder as far down as you can. I like to put my left hand on my other leg on the hip just to make sure I'm keeping that side down and grounded. You don't want to be lifting that side up. Great, now we're going to take that to the other side, bringing it in, massaging out the hip. You can close your eyes if you want or keep them open. And once again, I'm going to take that happy baby however you choose. Bringing that knee open, keeping this side, your right hip down, grounded. Breathe. Good, go ahead and let go. Now we're going to bring both feet, soles of your feet touching, which is called Supta Baddha Konasana. We're going to allow our hips to just fall open. So some people, their knees might all be all the way to the ground. I am not one of those people. So just wherever feels good. This is where we're going to end the class today to really relax your hips. So you can even take a little shake side to side like this. You can put your hand on the side of your glutes and kind of give a massage. digging those thumbs in. Or you can just lay here dead. The day is over. And once again, reflect on the best part of your venture, your hike that you did today. Or maybe if you were out on a side-by-side, what all did you do? What all did you see? Remember the peace and beauty of it. Whatever struggles you encountered only made you stronger, showed you were more capable than you thought. It's time to just let go. You're more than welcome to stay here as long as you want, but if you want to move on with your evening, go ahead and move your fingers. Bring your knees up, touching. Maybe plant your hands on your thighs and kind of stretch, lengthening your spine on the mat. When you're ready, roll over and bring yourself back to a seated position. You could be cross-legged, you can be on your knees again, which is normally where I prefer to be. But whatever feels good, just join me as we wrap this up. Thank you so much for joining me on this nice, relaxing, stress relieving, stretch tightness relieving, small baby yoga practice for letting go of the tension and everything that we cultivate on long hikes. These things are so good for our bodies, but in working hard and breathing the fresh air, and I think sometimes we forget that we need to take the time to actually stretch those muscles back out and show our legs the compassion and the love they deserve after taking us up a mountain or to a gorgeous waterfall or whatever it is that they literally carried us through to be able to witness and experience this. So it might sound crazy, but say thank you to your legs and your knees and your hips and your feet, because without them you would have not been able to do what you did today. Be grateful. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and I hope to stretch you out some from whatever you did today. Thank you once again from the bottom of my heart for being here, and I realize this is a totally different thing to have on this channel, and I hope that it helps some people in some way, shape, or form. Just to take a moment, take a breather, stretch, and reflect. So thank you guys so much for being here. It would mean the world to me if you would subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that jazz. So I will see you all on my next adventure. And once again, thank you. Bye, guys.